SUGO 16 is designed and constructed in a shoebox shape using high-grade steel material. At a mere 13 litres with dimensions of 200mm width, 232mm height and 280mm depth. It's compatible with Mini DTX or Mini ITX motherboard in a 180-degree rotated motherboard layout. ATX or SFX and SFXL power supplies, maximum of 220mm liquid cooling radiators, and storage drives of up to 2 2.5-inch drives and one 3.5-inch drive. Flexible hardware compatibility was one of the main factors in SUGO 16's design, which allows for installation based on users' requirements without the need to sacrifice its overall performance. At the front of the chassis, a 120mm fan or radiator mount also includes mounting holes for 80mm fan, 92mm fan, 2.5-inch drive and 3.5-inch drive. Depending on which component you wish to install, will have a correlation with what form factor power supply can be installed due to its height, which also affects the height of the CPU cooler permitted. So if an ATX power supply is installed, the option of installing a 120mm fan will not be feasible, while also restricting the CPU cooler height limitation to 85mm. Whereas if a SFX or SFXL power supply is installed, allows the installation of either 80mm fan, 92mm fan, 120mm fan, 2.5-inch drive or 3.5-inch drive, while also not interfering with the CPU cooler height clearance. For radiator support, ATX power supplies is only compatible with one 120mm radiator at the rear, while SFX or SFXL supports 120mm at the front and the rear. Due to the 180-degree rotated motherboard layout, the top compartment is solely for the graphics card, which supports dual fan cards of up to 275mm in length and 147mm in width. Interior of the case features two cutouts, one at the front for graphics card installation and the other one on the motherboard tray, designed for M.2 SSD and CPU cooling installation, upgrades or maintenance. There are also two component holders, one for the graphics card and one for the power supply, keeping the weight balanced for both components without the risk of unforeseeable damages. To prevent dust accumulation, we've included 3 complete coverage, removable dust filters on the top cover, front and right side panel. With all things considered, SUGO 16 is a great small footprint, highly versatile chassis that's capable of running a multitude of system types.
The Tower 100 has a small footprint, coming in at 462mm high, 266mm wide and 266mm deep. It's available in both a snowy white or black edition. This mini tower case comes with 3 easily removable 4mm thick tempered glass windows on the front, left and right side. This allows you to show off all of your gorgeous hardware no matter what side of the desk you decide to pop your case on. Additionally, there are no awkward chunky screws blocking the view here, as all these panels simply slide straight out to make it easy to access your hardware inside. The case also comes with 2 pre-installed 120mm fans to ensure you get peak airflow from the very first power up. Now don't let its compact size throw you off, you can still run all sorts of hardware inside the Tower 100. The case is designed to fit ITX motherboards, as well as up to 140mm fans in either of the 2 mounting locations. You can also fit up to a 120mm radiator at the top if you're wanting to run with an all-in-one cooler. You can run with a CPU cooler up to 190mm and a standard ATX-sized power supply of up to 180mm in length. Finally, your graphics card mounts vertically in the case, with the case able to support a card of up to 330mm. So yes, that does mean it can fit an RTX 3090. The Tower 100 has an array of special features that come together to make this case incredibly unique. Firstly, after extensive feedback, we've made some changes to the airflow in this case. There's now a total of 8 superfine fan filters located on the right, left, top and bottom. These are all designed to be incredibly easy to clean, keeping the dust bunnies on the outside where they belong. The case has an incredibly modular design, with almost every panel being removable. The top panel utilizes a simple press button design, making accessing the top section incredibly easy. You can fit up to 2 3.5-inch HDDs or 4 2.5-inch SSDs, including a separate bracket on the right side for SSDs if you want a bit of both. Finally, the front is equipped with a modern I/O port that comes with 2 USB 3.0 ports and even a Type-C port in an easy to access location. The Tower 100 borrows the amazing qualities of the iconic Tower 900 that you came to love, but boasts plenty of unique features that make this mini tower case stand out from its big brother. Its modularity, versatility, and small footprint make the Tower 100 a case anyone can see their next ITX build in.